word chocolate comes from an ancient word meaning bitter water, because the cacao beans used to make it have a naturally bitter taste. So how do they turn these hard, bitter beans into a sweet and creamy chocolate bar? No matter what kind of chocolate you're making, from milk chocolate to dark chocolate, it all starts with the seeds of the cacao tree, which are commonly known as cocoa beans. The beans arrive at the chocolate factory already dry, from the tropical places where the trees grow, like Africa, Mexico, and South America. If you bit into one now, it would be very bitter. Turning the bitter beans into sweet chocolate starts with dumping them into a cracking machine that vibrates the beans to crack them open to get at the fatty part inside. It's called the nib, and it's the part of the bean that holds all of the chocolate flavor. Once the beans are cracked, the shells and the nibs are separated on vibrating screens. The larger, lighter shells stay on top of the screens and are brushed away, while the smaller, heavier nibs drop down below. To unlock the flavor in the nibs, they're roasted in a huge roaster, kind of like coffee beans. The exact time and temperature of the roast is a chocolate maker's most guarded secret, because controlling those two variables controls the flavor of the chocolate. Another closely guarded secret is exactly how the roasted nibs are ground down into a thick, chocolatey-looking liquid. But it works a lot like grinding peanuts into peanut butter. It looks tasty, but this is still bitter, unsweetened chocolate, known as baker's chocolate. To sweeten it up, the liquid is mixed with sugar and other ingredients in a huge 1-ton mixer until it's a sweet, thick, gritty chocolate paste. The paste is sweet like chocolate, but not at all creamy. The grittiness is gradually worked out by a series of 5 rollers that squish the paste to squeeze out the moisture and refine it into smaller and smaller particles. When the rollers are finished, the chocolate is reduced to a fine, dry powder that would make a tasty cup of hot cocoa. Turn the chocolate powder into chocolate bars. A conveyor whisks it away to the most important machine in the chocolate making process, the conch. Inside the conch, the powder is rehydrated with cocoa butter made from the oil of the cocoa bean and other creamy ingredients, and then slowly mixed for anywhere from a few hours to several days to create the smooth, creamy, melt-in-your-mouth texture of chocolate. The constant churning of the mixers inside the machine creates friction and heat that release still more rich chocolate flavor while smoothing out the chocolate. The longer the chocolate conches, the creamier, tastier, and more expensive it is. After 16 hours of conching, this chocolate is ready to be molded into chocolate bars. The machine fills 336 molds every minute, or more than 200,000 chocolate bars every day. A quick trip through a cooling tunnel hardens the chocolate. Another machine works just as fast to wrap the chocolate bars. The silver foil you find on most bars actually helps preserve the chocolate by sealing out air and moisture. A decorative wrapper goes on top, and the once bitter beans are ready to melt in your mouth.